Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Hey you, welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
I'm wife.
And together we're reading the Bible.
Starting with Genesis and eventually ending with Revelations, we're working through every book and offering our atheist 2 cents.
Or shekels.
Yeah, those. We're asking questions and pointing out all the nonsense.
We aren't academics or scholars.
Nope. In fact, when it comes to religion, we really don't know anything at all.
What we've learned so far is that God's a dick.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? If you're interested in how we reached this startling conclusion, maybe start from episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in anywhere. It's all good.
Yep.
Hey wife, did you know that Anchor is sponsoring our show?
Really? Don't we use Anchor to distribute our podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts?
Yeah, and we are on just about every other platform available as well, thanks to them.
Why do we use Anchor as our podcasting service?
Well, they make editing and distributing our show a breeze.
What if one of our listeners wants to start their own podcast?
Then they should head over to anchor.fm or download the app to get started.
Awesome! You guys should go do that right now! Hello, husband.
Hello, wife.
It is Tuesday Q&A.
It is, and it's our last one for Numbers.
It is. It's covering Numbers, chapters 34, 35, and 36.
Amazing. We made it through 4 fucking books.
I know. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's great.
We did it.
We did it.
So, did you have any cues? I have some cues.
To be honest, I am drawing a blank currently, so I hope you have some good questions.
Well, we did have one question. You were like, weren't they already in the motherfucking promised land?
Right, yeah.
And another question that we had was, what the fuck is the Brook of Egypt? Like, they were describing that as...
I just assumed it was like a river that ran down to Egypt or something.
So, yeah, we'll talk about those. My cues are mostly geographic in nature.
Okay. That makes sense because it was covering a lot of geography. So. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's do it.
All right, let's do this. Hey, wife.
Yes, husband.
Did you know that we are now on Patreon?
Yes, because you told me, but also, no, tell me more.
So we're on Patreon now.
Are we?
We are, and our supporters can go there and support us, and we have multiple levels all the way up to You Killed God.
That sounds really drastic and escalated quickly-ish.
Well, no, there's multiple levels before there, so it escalates on a sliding scale of, cheap to not cheap. Oh. But, we can definitely use any amount, so, any support is always appreciated.
So what exactly is Patreon?
It's a place where you can show your support for our podcast. And
Just our podcast?
any podcast or any performer. But, we're the ones that, you're listening to right now. So maybe you should, support us. That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. But we love you anyway.
So all you got to do is go to Patreon, look up Sacrilegious Discourse. It's actually patreon.com/Sacrilegious Discourse is our actual main page there. So head on over and send us some love.
Yeah. Okay, so the question was, weren't they already in the Promised Land?
Right.
Given all of the boundaries and...
Yeah, like they were listing off Mount Hor where Aaron died, for crying out loud.
Yeah. So it seemed like they were.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. The boundaries that he was giving was all the land that belonged to Israel.
Okay.
Whether or not it was part of the Promised Land.
Oh.
The Promised Land was just a subsection thereof. The Promised Land is Canaan.
Okay.
So they owned a large swath of land that they conquered, part of which was Canaan, aka the Promised Land.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I guess so. So they're settling, though, in all these different spots. Does that mean that some of them don't get to settle in the Promised Land and some of them do?
Well,
Or do they kind of like split it up equally to everybody?
I honestly don't really know. Like, how do they own a place if they're not staying in it, right?
And what's so promised about that land?
God promised that land to them. They have to go fight for it, but God told them that they will kick some ass and that is theirs.
But so then he only kind of pseudo-promised the other land that, like...
That was just land
I don't
on the
get it.
way. That was land on the way to the Promised Land.
Yeah, but some of it wasn't. Like, some of it was, like, north, south, east, west. Like,
Okay.
By
on the way, I mean on their journey.
Oh, in that roundabout 40-year journey
Yes.
that took them to...
Yes.
It was like it must have been like a spiral. I think it had to have been like a
Probably.
spiral. They were, like, going down the toilet bowl.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So,
That makes more sense, I guess.
So, like, every place that they stopped, whether it was 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or a north and a south and a jig and a,
Yeah.
dance or whatever.
Right.
Like, wherever they stopped, they played their little flag. They owned that land then.
Okay.
And so they were, like, dropping flags fucking all over the goddamn place. And they were like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? And God's like, nope, because y'all suck.
Right. Right.
And so they laid all these flags. And so all of that land belongs to Israel. But it's not until that final threshold.
Got it.
So does that make sense?
Sure.
I mean,
I guess that's the holy, like, now it's probably considered the, like, where Jerusalem is and stuff like that, the holy center of Israel type deal.
I would have to look at a map because honestly, like, all that stuff goes over my head unless I'm very visual. I would need to see it.
I honestly don't know. I mean, I'm just kind of guessing. I just figured that, if Jerusalem's such a big deal for Israel, that has to be like the cultural, historical center of their religion, probably.
That's what I would think, but I'll be honest, I have no fucking idea.
Oh, I know. I'm guessing here, I guess.
Sure.
So, something else we can dig into another time.
I mean, at some point, obviously, we're going to have to actually look at a map. And
oh, shit.
I know. Not my forte. Geography.
I have looked at maps, but, like, there's so many different maps from that time period, and they're all, like, done kind of differently, and it just depends on what subsection of that time that you're talking about and who controls what when.
Not only that, but there are also problems with translation.
Right.
Because a lot of the directions were given with regard to some of the rivers and lakes, which is what I'm about to get into.
Okay.
And so when they can't even agree today on what body of water they were referencing,
right,
that
causes problems.
It causes major problems.
Right.
So toward that end, I'm going to define 2 terms before I head into what the fuck is the Brook of Egypt.
Okay.
One of the terms is wadi.
Wadi?
Wadi.
Okay.
Wadi.
Okay.
The other is Nehal or Nahal.
Okay.
Okay, and both of them have to do with bodies of water.
All right.
Okay, a wadi is an Arabic term traditionally referring to a valley, and in some cases it may refer to a dry riverbed that contains water only during times of heavy rain or simply an interment stream. Most of the times that I've seen it being used in what I was looking up, it was more of a regular stream. So it's not like a really flowing river, but
it's like your creek that goes down.
Your good creek, yeah, yeah. And Nahal is an Arabic term that relates to water from springs. So that's going to be your river. Okay.
Yeah.
The reason that this is important is because many of the bodies of water that are referred to have one or both of those, or one or the other of those in their title. And I kept seeing it, so I was like,
got it,
getting confused, like, hold on, what?
There's a lot of these things. What
yeah,
the heck?
yeah. So that's why I looked those up. And so that makes sense. Kind of like, we have like Main Street, Center Street.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And road and
only they define their lives by water, so.
Exactly. So there are several different ideas for what the Brook of Egypt actually is.
Okay.
And one of them is the Hebrew Nahal Mizraim, or the River of Egypt.
Okay.
And
I am assuming that's what it's called today?
Yes. Yes.
Says wife with no confidence whatsoever.
I mean, okay, I'm looking this shit up and I'm doing my damnedest, okay? This is not my strength. I'm not a scholar.
We need some like interns and like a research team.
Yes. Yes.
So if you know any interns that want a really shitty job,
one where they don't get paid at all.
Yeah, no pay.
Like their sole payment
They're lucky if we feed them.
Is their satisfaction and interest, Like, I learned a thing. Yeah.
Certainly no boarding or, anything like that.
So that title that I just said, the Nahal Mizraim, the River of Egypt, is used for the river defining the westernmost border of the land of Israel.
Okay. Yep.
And that is one of the potential Brook of Egypt. Okay. Another one is Wadi El Arish, and that is an ephemeral river pouring at the Mediterranean Sea near the Egyptian city of Arish.
Okay.
Hence El Arish, Wadi El Arish.
Right, I got it.
So, wherever that is.
Sure.
Okay. Or it could be the Bezor stream, Nahal Bezor, Wadi Gaza, which all three of those appear to be the same body of water with different titles. Or maybe, I could be wrong, and maybe some of them are tributaries to
another body of water.
Yeah. Like it may be that the Wadi Gaza is a tributary from the Bezor stream.
Got it.
Okay. And this is located just to the south of Gaza. Okay.
Sure. So like down close to Egypt and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I did look on a map briefly because I wasn't understanding all of this. And the Bezor stream is a huge river with many tributaries. Okay. So
it's hard to distinguish, especially with miscommunications and stuff like that between time frames.
It is.
What exactly they're talking about. And
exactly.
It could be any number of things.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, and apologies for the millionth time for mispronunciations, but then you mentioned Egypt, and I thought this was interesting. So we have all these scholars that argue to great effect about which one they think it is, and then their traditional Jewish understanding of the term Nahal Mizraim is that it refers to the Nile.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Huh. That's interesting.
So we really have no idea.
There's all kinds of ranges of what it could be and what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So I didn't really answer anything today.
That's all right. I mean, I don't think research is our strong suit. It's just fun to like it. I don't like the idea of just letting it go.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we did early on, we didn't research stuff, but like we're in this deep enough now that I kind of don't want to just surface skip this.
Well, because even though it is all myth and parable and legend and stories, it is based on geographic locations that do exist.
And some history. I mean,
and some history.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, like, look, I don't give two shits about God. And, like, that's the reason we're reading this book is not to get closer to God, not to, like, understand God, because we don't believe in God.
And this
God
book would not be the way to understand God better anyway.
Right. But at the same time, if all we're doing is reading it and making fun of it every time, like, at some point, you know, like, what are we reading it for? We aren't going to have any better understanding of it at the end if we don't dig into it a little bit and try to understand what it is we're reading, at least. So,
well, at least some of the terminology and the what did they mean by that and where's this? And I mean, I thought that weren't they already in the promised land?
Right.
Like, that was confusing.
It really is. There's a lot of confusing things that we've gone over, and I don't think we've even scratched the surface of it.
No, we say this every week
nor
now.
will we.
No.
Like, there's just no way. Like, we could sit here with a research team of unfed interns and not get any closer to the actual truth. So,
right.
I mean,
we're not looking for the truth. We're just satisfying curiosity.
What is the truth in a book of fiction anyway? You know, like, what is the truth?
We're just satisfying curiosity.
Right.
And my curiosity for today is satisfied.
Mine too.
Okay.
So,
well, I would say this Thursday we will be doing our next book of the Bible, but
we're not.
We're not. We're going to do our bonus where we do a
recap of numbers,
pop quiz, how much were you paying attention, and that kind of thing.
That's pretty cool.
Right?
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you guys on Thursday then for our recap of Numbers.
Woohoo!
So that ends this week's Q&A.
If you have questions, answers, or comments, please email them to us by next Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern, to be included in next Tuesday's Q&A episode.
Awesome. See ya.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe, leave an Apple review, join us on Twitter, support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.